talking too. At least you know my energy. As opposed to some people who don't. I had an interview. I didn't understand anything they were saying. This was the thickest accents I've ever heard. I just kept smiling like that. And she'd say, tell us. That's all she could say is tell us. And it's your people, dude. They swear to speak Farsi, and I don't know why they go there. Cause I gotta tell you something. I was like, And she was like, really? This is terrible. I was like, what did I say? You know what I'm saying? Because you could be saying something bad, you know? This is fabulous. My daughter's not going to give this back to me, but we're going to get Johnny V going. Because he knows what he wants to do. Let's get it for Johnny V!
What?
I said, watch this.
She's mocking you.
I didn't know what was going on.
She's mocked me since 1974.
I didn't know what was going on.
I've been mocked. Oh shit, wow. Got me up real quick. Hey, welcome to Sunda's underground comedy celebration of life. Sunda's with us for a few moments, and we love her when we see her because we embrace her and appreciate her efforts and even when she sings, and she's singing now, which is great. And she's such a wonderful person. She fills houses. Thousands of people come to see Sunda. That's our leader. That's our leader, for God's sake. We really applaud for our leader. Our leader, Sunda Prince. God bless. God bless. I love you. You know, Ryan's in the house here. You know, Ryan is Sunda's right-hand man and is working with young people now, very young people who are amazing talents. I don't mean, it's not like I'm trying to sell you. I'm saying you're in a good place. You're in a place. If you're in a place and you're doing things and you're learning and you're getting better and you're rising to the occasion, well, then you're in the right place. Or you're doing all kinds of drugs you shouldn't be doing. Stop it, you. You're so wonderful. I'm so happy to see you here. You know, I am really, and I don't know you. I know I met you once, right? What is your full name?
Georgette.
Georgette, yes. You're right. Oh my gosh, she knows her name. Patty, I love you, Patty. When you harass me and you do bad things to me, it just makes me want you more. And that's the guy that I am. And I grew up really, really nasty. You know, my parents let me go early on. They said, Johnny, go now, please, and don't look back. But here I am. You know, it's funny. I'm not going to even look at this thing tonight, and I have no idea what it says. But welcome here, you beautiful, amazing people. God bless you that you are here in my presence. Yes! I am famous in my own mind, but I am famous. I'm working on a program right now called Famous in Las Vegas. You heard of it, right? You lie. Everybody lies. Just to make someone else feel better. Am I right? 3 ex-girlfriends, 1 ex-wife. I still don't know her middle name. And I love her so much. And I owe her a lot of money. And she cannot reach me because I put her on Don't Call Me, You Son of a Bitch, What You Did to My Life. All of that, I say to her. But so happy to be here. I'm doing this show called The Famous in Las Vegas, and I'm reclaiming my, I was going to reclaim my stuff and reclaim and climb the ladder and go to places that you should be too, and so forth and so on. Anyway, I'm in Vegas because you know why? Because that's where I feel most comfortable. Once in a while, and I believe that I am that guy that should rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying to you. And once in a while, I click on that Siri. You know Siri? I don't have, but Siri says to me, hello, Johnny Vinokur. You are not famous in Las Vegas. You are nothing but a bad, bad, bad man. With foul language. My point is, I live by Siri. The truth is, I know we all wake up, we're all by ourselves, we're tired, we don't want to leave. You press the Siri. Hi, this is Siri, you sons of bitches. Go out and be as great as you can be. We rely on Siri. Do you rely on Siri once a day? Have you found yourself? So, did you catch yourself talking to her? I mean, full conversations. Did you ever want to date her? I want to date Siri because I really believe that I can control this woman, and nobody can, but I feel like I can make her say things that she would never say to you. as she says to me. You know, there are a lot of famous people in Las Vegas. You know, there's Cher, Celine, and we got Rick Saucedo. You know Rick Saucedo, right? No, but do you know Cher? And Cher, you wonder, is Cher still famous? Can she still? What's the thing she says always? That's a song. I forget. Can she still be great again? Oh, shut up, Trump. Trump is gone. Where have you been, this great, wonderful girl? What's your name again? Carlotta.
Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte. Charlotte's in the house. But I always call her Carlotta. Anyway, famous in Las Vegas. This is what's going on. I'm out there and stuff happens and I meet if you ever see me in Vegas and you remember me from the club and you see me, you know, you go, holy shit, that's Johnny, that's Johnny Schnucko from the comedy club. Say hello to me. I don't care what I'm doing. If I'm in the casino, hey, pay attention to me. You don't ever look down when I'm out. Right? You ever see people like this? Yeah. And they're gone. They're not even in your act anymore. You've got to address them and say, get up and be proud of listening to me and seeing me. And you are performing with me. If I'm performing, you're with me. You are not alone, ever, if I'm close by. Seriously, lock your doors if I was you. You know, if you see me in Vegas and I'm in the casinos or the restaurants, I want you to come up to, I want you to just like embrace me, come up to me in the men's room. Well, make sure I'm finished. I mean, I don't want to be there, you know, doing stupid things. But I want you to embrace me and hold me and remember me because I'm your fan as much as you're my fan. You know that? Seriously, I honestly, and I will I will allow you to buy me a drink. Right, exactly. I just wrote that on the way in. Oh, well. You know, I'm so grateful to be here, but you know, Vegas is a funny place. You know what I'm talking about. I know you've been there, and you look at yourself and you go, well, where am I? What am I doing? I'm in a fog. I did that once, and I ran. I ran for my life. All of a sudden, I was there. Honest to God, guys, I was going, wait, do you have a room? How much? They give me the price. I go, really? Can you drop that a little bit because I'm a diamond member? Someone told me this is a real no, we can't drop it, Mr. Vinokur. And I ran for my life. Through the crowd, I ran. There's people, the same shit happens every day. It's toxic. You know what I'm saying? They're coming, they're playing, they're praying, they're fucking crazy out there. They really are, Charlotte. Please, you're so green, I love you. She makes believe she's green, she ain't green. You know, you love those people that go, honest to God, I never did anything, I never want to do anything. I never should be anywhere, I shouldn't even talk, I shouldn't be here right now. You lie! You are not the girl next door. You know the girls that think they're the girl next door, and they're not. I still love you. I embrace you. You, whoever you are. But you know, anyway, that's it. Listen, I don't have a lot more to say except, look, you know, I'm going to do this thing in Vegas. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's a little, there's something that surrounds me, embraces me, engulfs me, takes me down for the count. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to try to make it in Vegas. I am, because you know why? Vegas is funny. It's toxic. It's intoxicating. It's invigorating. It's passionate, fullness, whatever. But here's the thing. It's where I belong. You know when you feel like you belong somewhere? Yo, I know you. I've been in many basements with you. I remember. You're not, oh no, that's the other Patty. The other Patty mentioned, oh shit. Make sure you know who you're talking to because you can get screwed 10 times over. Look, all I'm saying is take the journey with me. Help me. There's a suggestion box on the way out. I want you to just throw it in there. Say, here's a suggestion, Johnny. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. Am I right, Ryan? Yeah. Ryan's a great guy. You're so fortunate, son. I love you guys. Take the journey with me. Just remember everything. I also say to myself, you know how you say, you know, once in a while you say something, hey, this and this and this and this and this. But you know that full conversation was meant for yourself, right? You know how when we do that, you know what I'm saying? So I say to myself, hang it. Right? She looked down again, completely zoned out. She thinks she's watching an episode of what the fuck is going on? I gotta get out of here. Why did I even get up this morning? I understand. But listen, I want you to do this with me. I want you to check my new show out. It's on the network of Paramount Plus. It's coming out. It's great. And do you remember the what do you call it? The theme, the song for Godfather? Remember? Do you remember it? Oh, stop it. Ready? It goes like this. You're bum 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 bum. La da 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 da. Listen to me. If someone asks you to sing, sing, you fool, and dance. This is what we got to do in life. Every day, embrace yourself and sing. And even if you're alone, just make sure there's a lot of mirrors in the room. Trust me, I know mirrors. I live by mirrors. Mirrors have been my ex-wives, my ex-girlfriends, my ex-boyfriends. Those mirrors make me live. I want to live on. Please watch for me in Las Vegas because I'm going to rise up and reclaim my fame. You're going to have to help me. So peace out. Check me out on Crashin' Johnny V, CRASHIN Johnny V. Just look me up. Send me a message, Johnny, hey, just want to say hello. No, I don't want to get together with you. I just want to say hello. Just connect the dots. Do that with your friends, your relatives, the people you don't love and you do love. I'm out of here. Peace out. Sunday Quinn Press. Yes.
Good job. Hey, how did it feel to work?
Very good. I know her for a few years and she's wonderful. Thank you.
Feel the work, huh?
Yes.
There we go. We keep it going, guys. This guy's been away for a minute, but now he's back. I can only imagine what he's over. Let's give it up for the comedy of Andre Abraham.
Andre! Yeah!
All right, thank you. All right, it's good to be back. It's kind of like, you know, like that TV show Cheers, right? You go there, everybody knows your name, except at least in Cheers you're drunk and having a great time. I'm kidding. I'm really excited to be back because being away makes you remember why you left in the first place, right? I'm still trying to rack my brain, but you know, I tried this weekend to pick up some women using my stand-up material. Didn't work very well. It works much better on children, though. Yeah. I asked this Jewish girl out recently. Yeah. I'm Armenian, by the way, and Armenians and Jews, we have some shared history. As in, we had a lot of conflict and people trying to kill us in the 20th century. So that makes for a fun first date, right? It's also nice to date a woman that has a nose bigger than mine. On the date, she asked me, she said, why do you believe in Jesus? I said, well, I know Jesus is real because I'm making deals with him my entire life, you know? She didn't find that very funny. What did she say? She said, well, it doesn't matter what she said. It's really, it takes two to tango, and it takes like at least 4 people to put him across and crucify Jesus. So, I mean, she didn't really know much about that, but it's okay, you know? That bit's in progress. Thank you for listening. Oh man, what else has been happening? I wonder, I've been thinking a lot about where we get like the information that we read and we see out in the world, and I want to understand it better. I want to know, why should I believe it, you know? And luckily the iPhone with Apple News gives you exactly the type of information that you need. The most important, really. You know, I saw today that Kim Kardashian is considering eating poo if it would keep her young. First off, that's not news. That woman would put anything in her mouth. Honestly. And it is no disrespect. Listen, she doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about me. Good evening, Aviva. Hello, Mark.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Just talking about Kim Kardashian. And,
my favorite subject.
Yeah, absolutely, mine as well. And she doesn't care about any of us. She's worth $1.8 billion. And if it was you, she was doing a Sophie's Choice, and it was you and the magic poo, pack your bags, you're going on that train. Seriously. I don't know about that one. Yeah. Does anyone read The Atlantic here?
I used to. Atlantic Monthly?
The Atlantic magazine.
I have, yeah.
Yes. Okay, if you don't know what The Atlantic is, It's like the Happy Meal version of the New York Times. It's written by like the drunkest, whitest woman at a Sigma Chi party. You can't really. It's great, actually. Today I saw this article. It said, "It's okay," or it was, what was it called? It was called "The Perks of Being a Hot Mess." And I was like, are we going too far in society? Are we just letting everything be okay, you know? And so I started scrolling. I was like, well, what else have they published recently? And one of the things they published was, what was it? It was, I think it was the perks of having a porn addiction. That's great, right? Easy cleanup, right? Yeah. Damn it, I really messed this joke up. We're gonna just breeze through. I think the other one was about fentanyl addiction. It's not a problem if everyone's doing it, right? Seriously, then it's just trending. Okay. So I don't know how it happened, but you guys know who Bob Seger is?
Yeah.
Said the one white man in the audience. Yeah. He
Working on a night move.
okay, so if you saw Top Gun, it's pretty much like all the music in Top Gun is Bob Seger. It's not actually Bob Seger, but it's kind of the same. I know, but I'm just generalizing. You know? But anyway, so I found this song on my iPhone. It's called Fire Lake. Does anyone know Fire Lake?
Yeah.
Except for you, Patty.
My jam.
It is. It's great. It's actually, I hated it when it first came on because I was like, first off, I don't pay for music. And it's not because I don't respect artists. It's because I'm a millennial. We don't pay for things. And so when I saw it on my phone, I said, how did this get on my phone? And so at first it was like no big deal, but then every time my apps would crash, Fire Lake comes on, and it goes dum da 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 dum da. Exactly. And then, at first I hated it, but then it was like Stockholm Syndrome. I started just like getting into it, and I was like, "Who wants to go to Fire Lake?" And then there's a line that shows up in the there's a line that shows up in the first minute, and he's like, "Do you remember the news about Uncle Joe? He was the one too afraid to cut the cake." And I want to know, does Bob Seger, when he wrote this song in 1975, did he know Joe Biden had dementia back then? All right, okay. Bob Seger, that's a no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where does Joe Biden come in?
Well, he's Uncle Joe. Do you know that they call him Uncle Joe, right?
I know I do.
I didn't know.
I know every Republican calls him Uncle Joe. I know. Tough to watch a Republican on stage. You know, my parents, my great-grandparents are from Russia. You know, when they left in 1921, there was this party that brought communism. They were going to destroy their lives, uproot the lives of millions, and they did. That party was the Republican Party. Do you guys know their fearless leader of the Bolshevik Party? No? His name was Mitch McConnell.
Hey ho, hey ho.
It's for you, Viva. It was not on the set. Let me see. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. I went to the Speakeasy this weekend. It's called the Blind Bar. I got in. There's way too much light. False advertising. I hate it when that happens. So, July 4th's coming around. It's a very exciting time for all of us, right? Got the holiday plans, got the grill, right? Any grillers in here? All right, middling.
Getting there, I'm learning.
Well, for me, I cook a lot without my shirt on, and
hot.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can't tell, I got a lot of hair everywhere, and so when I'm cooking, I'm like sizzling some bacon. I'm just getting a little bit going here, having a good time, and sometimes will spark, you know, and things will spark. And so this 4th of July, I'm gonna try to focus on, you know, grilling. Hey, Uncle Joe, you know, just getting everything going, and I start to smell something, and I'm like, it smells natural. It doesn't smell like weed. It's my chest hair that's burning. That's the real truth, because, and then I thought it must be easier for women to cook shirtless, right? Has anyone cooked here naked, ladies? No one? Absolutely. So thank you for this. I know, we've all done it. We're lazy people. Like, when you're in your apartment or your house and no one's there, why not just cook, right? Who needs a shirt? Honestly. So I know. But I thought about my grandmother. And my grandmother, I'd be like, Mi mama, you know, how do we know the kebab's ready? And she'd be like, oh, let me just put my meat stick into there. And she would just put it in there. But then I thought it'd be so much easier if that was happening in like Starbucks and Phil's Coffees everywhere, you know? You just have people being like, be like, oh, you know what? I don't want the oat milk. Get me the whole milk, organic, you know? And you can come in, just get a quick squirt in there, you know? No one knows.
Delicious.
Thank you. That's a work bit in progress. Sorry for grossing you all out. Okay, that's my time. I really appreciate you guys listening to me.
No formula.
I know. No formula. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
Go back. You would say, well, you're not laughing now, but there's no formula for the next year, so you better get used to it or something.
Well, that's good. You make it topical. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good. You can find me on number 2 phone Andre. Thanks for watching this train wreck. You guys are great. Thanks so much.
Never a train wreck, but I know when that chest hair burns.
Yeah, that's a true story.
We all know this is not mine. This is Aviva's, and she found the company. By the way, I don't know why I put it on wrong, but she found the company, so I'm taking it off.
Where's it from?
She found the company, and we're gonna get me one, so I don't have to have it made.
What happened?
But let me tell you something.
I don't think.
You gotta go visit her at the swap place.
Oh
You
yeah,
have
I'm
to.
wearing her work.
Why don't you tell her, show her? Say, look.
Yes. I love this. I wear this every day. I'm not kidding.
This is yours?
Yeah, she makes.
Oh.
Lisa makes the world.
Oh yeah, no, you're wearing this. Yeah,
Every
last
day.
week. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be crying, because the next one that's gonna be modeling is Ryan. Come on, Ryan.
Alright.
We're gonna have our jackets that say LA School of Comedy. Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Laughter makes the place happy.
Hello, everybody! Thank you all for coming tonight. It's a wonderful night on a Monday. Tons of different things happen on Mondays, you know? Sleep. Sometimes, you know, you just relax, I would say. But now everyone here has decided to come here. What a great way to start the week, I'd say. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming again. Just turn it off. Thank you. I'm kind of at an interesting spot in my life. I've got the summer to myself, so I'm like trying to do new things. So I'm like putting auditions out like crazy. So I just did this audition for, I guess, like a motorcycle like UFC thing. It's supposed to be for a zombie commercial. So like it's a zombie video game, but they really like wanted. I didn't find this. I got reached out to it on backstage castings, and then they were like, I think you'd be a great fit for it. He sends a photo of the person. It's like a big biker guy, like his stomach's out, like. So I'm like, great. I'm great. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna go for it. Like I want to. It's a funny script. Like it's a commercial. They would take me to Vegas. It'd be for 4 days, and I get a good amount of money, I'd say. But I just did it because I haven't done enough of it, and it's fun. So I'm just working on making, getting my whole system set up for self taping, and now I found another thing for.
I'll be there.
I found another thing for my. I'm gonna try to do opera maybe. You know, everyone loves opera, the best singing. I've never done it before, but I saw a thing. They were like, submit 2 musical theater songs. I'm a musical theater person. I sing a lot, so I'm gonna do that. But it'll be fun. Besides that, my whole life we're gonna be just vibing, trying to meet people, but not trying to fuck them. You know, you shouldn't always try to fuck people you meet, even though you're attracted to them. It's not good. Maybe that's just because I'm autistic. It's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like, you know, I walk around and it's hard to talk to people because, you know, you never know what they're thinking. Do you know if they want to fuck you or not? I mean, like I look at Patty, I can't really read. I can't read anything. So I'm like, if I meet someone new, it's really struggle. So I have to always force that away in my head. But sometimes, you know, they do want to fuck you. So, you know, it works out in the end occasionally. But you gotta be careful, because the people that do want to fuck you, you know, you don't know where they've been. They might have a history of fucking lots of other people. So you want to be careful with that, really. But, yeah, on terms of that with sex, I've been taking, like, a long sabbatical from it. Not, like, exactly because I, like, want to, just more that I haven't been able to get much. But, it's been okay. I've been talking to people, but nothing, like, too intense, you know. I'm just, like, on all the apps. Putting feelers out, as everyone does, but you don't want to be too desperate because they don't like that. They don't like when you text them more than like 3 times in like a minute and they don't respond. So that's another thing I'm learning. They don't like that. They stop responding back even more. So you gotta like put it out there, you know, send it out, the arrow of justice to help me stay alive. You know, who doesn't want love? No one wants love.
I'm okay. Yeah.
You don't want love?
Pass.
I mean, it seems like you've been trying and it's not been going your way.
Try long enough.
I haven't tried. I mean, it's more like I've never dated anyone specifically. So I'm like, I just haven't like grown up in that sense. So it's all like I'm learning it all again. I mean, like everyone like in high school, like they were able to have their childhood crush. They had their, you know, the little person they kissed behind like the, what are they called? I forgot.
Castors?
Or whatever, I don't know. I never remember it. I forgot all about high school, middle school. But they all had their whole thing, relationships. I kind of like had crushes, and then eventually got like, you know, you gotta be careful with the Catholic all-girls school. It was like I was literally felt like a castaway. I felt like a castaway at my like high school and middle school, just because I just like didn't. It was weird, redhead little boy, trying to figure it out. Cried a lot, sensitive. But I'd kind of like get around, then eventually like I don't know exactly, I don't remember, but I just like met one of them and they like invited me to a dance there. So I'm like a young little lad, like in high school, going there, all girls school, and they like barely, only the other girls like invited some other guys to the dance, some weirdos, because they don't know anyone. Who they know, like maybe a family friend, another private school friend, they're all weirdos, and I'm a guy who's just, you know, look decent, I guess. I don't look like, you know, this, I guess. So it, like I stood out a bit. So a lot of people were looking at me. So I kind of eventually I just get like reached out by them throughout the time I was still in high school, and I just, you know, it was okay. Helped me explore myself, but trying to figure out everything else. But I mean, I don't talk about my fish. I have a wonderful thing just to keep me. I love pets and just in general. But it's kind of hard to keep pets in LA when you also just like have to make money and you can't, you know, support things. So you don't want to like deal with fur or anything, and dog shits everywhere. You get a fish tank. It's contained in a specific environment, so I don't need to worry about anything. But I have a lot of shrimp in there. They've started growing like crazy. I have the whole ecosystem in there. I barely have to change the water because just all types of live plants in there, and betta fish. He doesn't care, he's lazy. But it's a great pastime to kind of keep me. I stare at it a lot, keeps me busy. That's kind of it. When I'll, you know, can't really walk them. But they get enough exercise, you can tell. I'm the one who has to work about exercise. It's hard to exercise. You know, it kind of feels like my body's breaking itself, because it kind of is. I've kind of realized it is, because I'm injury prone because I go so hard, you know. I just want to be jacked, so that I was thinking of getting steroids in me. I don't know, like, I want a substance. Like I have a substance abuse problem, so like if the things that like would help me in life, I feel like that one could. Because you know, like heroin, weed, or like any alcohol, it's always with like bad effects. You know, you don't feel like you are paying attention and stuff. But I think there's only positive with steroids. You get jacked as fuck. I think that's pretty sweet. Kind of just comes along with it. You get like a lot of testosterone, so you're just kind of pretty intense. You're just macho guy. Your dick gets even bigger. You dig, just all that testosterone fuels that dick, and I mean, you get hairy a bit. You know, you get a little bit angry. That's just just testosterone. You're prone to be more angry. But I've had withdrawals, and it's never even done steroids. It's been a struggle. Yeah, I'll make do without steroids for now, because you always got to worry about the other substances first. But comedy is interesting. Don't you guys think?
Yeah.
It's like when I watch everyone else do their different things, I don't understand. Like, it's funny, but I don't understand how they come up with it. So I'm like, I always try to figure out like what is funny to me. So it's like, you could see some random thing, like a person like fall or something. That's usually like, I like that kind of slapstick humor, like someone gets slapped in the face or something. But that's like something I'll see. But then like if I were to think of something, it's gonna be pretty gross shit. Like that's just my humor is just kind of like gotten so saturated with horrible stuff as I've grown up. I'm being 21 in this age of just social media. Just like what's the worst stuff I can find, and I search up and I look for the worst thing after that because I get bored. And I'm like, I want to be edgy, but doesn't help you. But I don't know. I've kind of figured out like funny stuff is things that are just not accepted or like they just push the edge. Because why not? And people get pissed, they get offended and stuff. Well, that's their fault. I mean, I don't want to say free speech and shit. There's a line, but I'm not gonna pick a side. That's not my thing. I'm working on I'm being like a fluid. I'm very fluid. I try to go in between. I don't want to be I don't want to get in between anything conflicts. I'll mediate stuff. Maybe I'll see what needs to be done, but I don't try to get in the way. To end this off, I feel like I've got a good amount of just kind of like talking about random stuff. My name is Ryan Benson. My Instagram is ryan.benson. I appreciate you all for the time and have a great, wonderful day. I will be sitting in the chair over there for the rest of the time. Thank you.
Easier said than done, huh? Wow. Give it up for Ryan one more time, and it's testosterone. Miho, come on, we gotta beat that testosterone. Get up here, give it up for the comedy of Miho. Give me a second. I'm gonna say it, did I say it wrong?
That was easy.
There you go.
So funny.
She always ready. Hey.
What's your favorite sports team, Sunday?
My favorite sports team?
Yeah, this is important. I'm filling out the thing.
Sports?
What's your first?
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that's you have to know. Remember that.
Okay.
Make that your favorite forever.
Okay, let's go with Miho.
I watched Top Gun. It was really good.
Yeah.
Not many people understand, but it was like Scientology Cars 3. If you watch Cars 3, you understand. It was like Scientology Cars 3. I love Cars 3, so this is compliment. People also say, oh, it's propaganda. They talk about war like fun and they're killing people, right? I thought about it. Was it propaganda? After I watched movie, I was so ready to fuck Air Force boys, so. Yeah, this propaganda is working. I give them value, Oh, shit. Yeah, so. I have a confession. I sexualize Mickey Mouse. Yeah. I got desire to fuck Mickey. And I'm not the only one. There's a million of Mickey whores in Japan. You have no idea. There's a huge fan base over there. Over there, girls kills their lungs like, ah! I heard that in LA only the BTS. Like, girls are like horny at the audience seat. There's one show called Big Band Beat in Tokyo Disney Sea. It's my favorite show. So in the first scene, Mickey pop up with those like pop-up ceiling thing, and then he's holding female dancer's waist. She's like, right? She's wet. I am wet right here. And then she began tap dancing. He fucking tap dance hot. So hot. He's like just sex symbol right there. And after that, there's a drum set, and Mickey comes out. Then there's drama, and then he's gonna do drum battle. So hot. You know, he's hot like the guy smoothly choke you. He's not awkward. He choke you right moment, in the right amount. You know, many people don't know. You know he's good. That vibe. Mickey brings out that vibe. You know, I'm Mickey fan, but there's also Goofy fans. Oh, Goofy fans are horny girls. They're so horny. But, you know, being honest, let's be honest. He's tall. We all know he's man. When he hugs him, oh, he's man. We all think that. So inappropriate at Disneyland. I can't stop it, you know? I love Disneyland. I'm like, my dream is working for Disney. I'm actually doing this joke and I'm burning my own bridge. But I think my message should spread up to the world. Pink is hot. Let's normalize that, alright? I learned something new about being women and safety. So people say don't buy ice cream from closest store from where you live, because if you buy ice cream and if you walk home, some random guy can follow you and he knows you live nearby, walking distance. So, you know, since then, I gotta steal my roommate's ice cream for safety. I wish I could buy ice cream, but this society doesn't let me buy ice cream, so I'm gonna steal my roommate's ice cream. I have a reason, proper reason. I don't like vanilla, so I want my roommate to stop buying vanilla. So I can't happily dine in anymore. So whenever I'm like dining in and then like just sitting down, this is too tall for me. This table, I'm more like sitting down. And every restaurant in LA joining in any delivery app, right? And then delivery app has a sound when they get the order. It goes like boom, boom, and I'm right here, stressed out. I can't hear what my friend is saying. My brain is like, I gotta go stop the bell. If I don't, my manager gonna yell at me. My restaurant was very abusive. Since then, I can't have any joy in a restaurant. I'm gonna to go mostly. Yeah. So Instagram sucks. Instagram is horrible right now. They just want to sell stuff, just e-commerce app, shopping app, and then, you know, create stuff, but they don't push much. If you're making money, they push you. It's horrible. And I realized my first gig in LA was so exciting. Like, I got agent and I got commercial audition and I booked it.
Yeah.
It was commercial for Instagram informing shopping function on Instagram for the first time. Yeah, I got paid for beginning of the ending. I ended up. I'm proud of it. I destroyed Instagram. I'm sorry, everyone. Just let's move to TikTok, alright? Instagram lame by now. I even don't know how long I have. Maybe I'm gonna do one more joke. So, I did boxing this year. I wanted to do for a long time. It was in bucket list. I finally did it. You know, since I was a kid, that was my dream to hit people. I finally hit people with my own fist. It felt great.
I know.
You know, we only know. Lesser women don't. Lesser men, softer men don't. Nothing wrong with softer men. I love softer men, you know? Be softer, that's hot. Anyways, I lost. But you know, they had a huge, like, I was a lot heavier than her. I was taller than her, so I lost. Well, I'm lost too, right here in this joke. So I don't know what I want to say. That's it. Thank you.
Where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram or TikTok, MIHOIMI, Miho me or Miho Fuji. Either way, you can find me. Thank you.
Oh man. She's an MMFer. Mickey Mouse, you know what her. MMF. You know what? It's so good to have people from all over the world that comes in this room, and this next comedian is no exception. Coming all the way here from Fairfax. Let's give it. Let's give the comedy up to the one and only Georgette. Let her do it.
I'm from Nigeria, though.
I know.
I let people call me Georgette because my real name, well, my first name is Eno. It's E-N-O, and they can't seem to pronounce it. They have a hard time saying Eno. And in my head, I think to myself, you can say Beyonce. So you say Eno. Strange. Anyway, today I just want to have a conversation with you people. It's been a long time since I've been on stage, and it feels really good.
Good.
But one of the things that my culture does a lot of is shame you for things. So I want to combat that shame today and talk about divorce. I never thought I'd be on an American stage talking about divorce. So awkward. I could just hear my society, my members of my community, yeah, disgrace. Why are you talking about this in public? The church shamed me so bad, you guys, for my ex asking me for a divorce. But let's talk about him for a minute. He memorialized these particular words by sending an email to every single member of my family saying, maybe now that I'm leaving, she'll have the impetus to succeed.
Ah.
Oh, God.
It's forever in writing. So I did. A couple years later, I got a master's degree, wrote a children's book.
Yeah. Period.
Last year, completed every single item on my bucket list by way of travel, and I went to 90% of those places first class. Why did he not leave earlier?
Okay.
But I don't want to downplay how hurtful divorce is, especially one where you've been blindsided by it. It really hurts. I don't want to make light of it at all. Mine really messed me up. But I found myself saying things like, I will never love again. My heart is literally broken. Or my favorite, I really used to say, I will never have sex with anybody again. That is so disingenuous. Like, just go outside. How can you make these type of claims? Makes no sense. But I really do think that the hardest part of my journey was the fact that my community was shunning me for being divorced. It was like, you were no longer desired by the whole community. One auntie told me, you need to find a husband. Let me say it like she did. You need to find a husband because there are no unmarried people in heaven. Damn. Like, is heaven the goal right now or healing? That was too soon. Just poor timing altogether. So I mean, people say don't say hate. I really, really hate Christians. I just hate religious people in general, particularly Christians, because of what I feel they did to me. And I have to be able to say that out loud. And it's such an abomination in my community because there's no more judgmental person than the Nigerian Christian. Living a very dishonest, no grace life. Like, go away. Just let me be, right? Let me just not go to heaven. And I really do picture that when the judgment day comes, those of us who are unmarried will be there, right there, opening the door to hell for those Nigerians who are so judgmental. Go in there while we go meet your Lord and Savior on our time, because it's a whole thing. Anyway, so my father's a preacher, and people sometimes ask me, do you feel the need to be a good person because he's a preacher? No, not at all. Until the Nigerian church can stop having 6-hour services, I'm not the problem. Like, we get there at 8, the church stops at 2. I'm pretty sure at 12:30 God is like, fuck this shit. He's out. He's taking a bathroom break. How can we be 6 hours? That's not a good look, right? I feel like if I was God at 2 o'clock, I'd be like, I gotta go save people. I don't have time for this nonsense. Oof. I gotta go fix Instagram. You know, I think I'm gonna stop there. That's all I have for today. On Instagram, Eno Explores. ENOEXPLORES.
Okay.
Thank you.
And the name of your book?
Oh, I Am Confident. It's an anti-bullying children's book.
Oh,
It's on Amazon.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yes.
So my cousin Zena, your email, but you changed it. You tell Americans Georgette, so I never know.
That's my full name. Eno Georgette Inwick. It's my name.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I get famous, you'll know.
That's right.
Yeah, you already here, baby. You got a book with a little child on it, Ryan. We gonna sell that book with the comedy. You see her book? You can get out to the comedy camp and get it going. I hope you guys are all awake and took an Addy, because now it's time for the comedy of Patty.
Hey, hold on, that's me. I'm Patty. Keep it going. I'm taping this. So hold on. I'm gonna tape this stuff. Okay, go crazy. Go crazy. Go nuts. Don't start on an up subject. So what? Wow, just wow! What a pleasure it is to be here before the whole group of you. Very good-looking people. Very good-looking. You know, I did a show Monday night, and they put all the ugly people up front. It's fucking hard to be funny with ugly just staring right at you. It's a hard thing to do. I can't, in my mind, I just have now a mental picture of Andre in a capron, not an apron because he's a man, a capron, completely naked with fur coming, you know, like a hipster's mask where the fur just comes out of the side, just coming outside. And I want to just state something right off the bat so we're clear. I am not the least bit homosexual, but that's hot. That's hot. I mean, in a manly way. First of all, isn't there a fire code against that in Glendale? For Armenians cooking naked, there's got to be some type of a
There's
special
a one max
code.
mandatory.
Is that it?
One slap.
You learn things every day, don't you? My golly. Because I was a fame chaser as a younger man and very experimental sexually. I dated someone who I thought was Chewbacca. Turned out to be a hot Sasquatch. Who was actually a part-time Armenian field hockey coach. Yeah. That would lend itself to, like, maybe her being a lesbian. Maybe. You know, that and the cunnilingus. A lot of cunnilingus. A lot of people don't know. Connilingus was invented by the Irish. In the 14th century, a very famous Irish lesbian named Connie Lingus. She's the patron saint of the female orgasm. And it was in the 14th century that she taught Irishmen by demonstration, like in the village of Strayed, the technique. The Irish tongue has been famous ever since by Jesus' time. Sure has. We had a little Jesus talk here before I come up, you know, Jesus and his many applications. You know, I met Jesus, it was 1969. I was in Belfast, Ireland, where I'm from. He was walking down the street eating a tuna fish sandwich. And I said, Jesus, it's you. He said, fuck right, it is. I said, oh, can I get a bite of your tuna fish sandwich? He said, go fuck yourself. Get your own tuna fish sandwich. Jesus, I mean, here's the thing. You can live your whole life as a decent person and treat everyone with respect and love But if you don't know that fucking Jesus word, you're not getting in. Sorry, there's no room here. You didn't say is that narcissism at its worst? You didn't say the right fucking word, so now you may not get in. You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's fucking worth it. I've been divorced a couple times, and you know, I was raised terminally Catholic, so there's all that fucking built-in guilt on top of it. I like the idea of you and the Jewish girl comparing your genocides with each other, you know, because as a Christian, as a Christian, I'd like to thank the Jews for making all this possible. Couldn't have fucking done it without you, baby. There's no way. Also, now in my head, and this is, hey, give Charlotte a round of applause. She's marvelous. She's fucking marvelous. Sometimes when she does her stand-up, I'm both aroused and amused at the same time. Because she talks about pierced nipples. Oh, yeah. And I dare you not to get half. Just think about that for a second. Just get the half chub there. She's got this fucking amazing, she's got the charm and the sensuality, the sweetness, the vulnerability of an alcoholic gymnast. You know, just all rolled up into one, Johnny V. Johnny V, it was me and you in the basement. I felt where that was between us. You know, he's so Vegas, he charged me a resort fee. What the fuck that means? I couldn't even see the water from the basement. There's no windows in your basement. I thought he was taking me down, because you Italians take you down in the basement, but there's no window. You don't come back. You just don't come back. And listen, let's have a look at Ryan. Get a real good look at him, right? Give him a round of applause. He's a sexy bastard. Jet's looking at her phone again. But that's okay. I did that for Johnny. I am doing a remake of the film Twins. You remember Twins? It's Blake Griffith and Ryan. No? You ever say? No? All right, that one died, but they all can't be fucking gems, is what I'm trying to say. I had to marry off my son a couple weeks ago. My oldest son got married. Give me a round of applause. How about a round of applause for you for applauding for me? And then a round of applause by, I want to know those who hate it when I make you applaud. Go ahead. Okay, that's enough. Points fucking taken. Enough. I said to my son what my father said to me on my wedding day. The first one. He said, you know, Patty, I've raised you well. You know, no means no. But now you're married, so now even yes means probably not. Who's married here? Who is married here? Anybody married? You? No, not you. No. Does your wife have the key ring titties? I'm sorry, pierced nipple humor. Sorry, I can't help it. I can't help it but go there. I cannot fucking help it. So we have anybody here divorced, right? Okay, well, we know that's that. And how about the folks that are just fucking? Anybody here just fucking?
Well, I mean, we've talked about
thank God.
everybody else.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Are you fucking?
Oh, yeah.
All right! Where would we be without fucking?
What about incels?
You know, this is the part where I do comedy and you're quiet. I don't know if you understand the give and take aspects of stand-up comedy. But, no, give him a round of applause. He doesn't know any better. He's autistic, you know. If you notice, you can do all your best stuff up here. He's just staring at that fucking screen back there. We give Georgette a little shit about looking at her phone. He's not paying any attention to us whatsoever. He could care fucking less. It's the truth. Can you imagine him at home on steroids in a boy's medium muscle shirt in a roid rage in front of his sister? God damn it! It's a fucking koi fish! Making noise, neighbors are complaining. I don't know what the fuck to do. This is my favorite part of my act. You know, this part. This is the part where all of you just look at me and feel a little bit better about yourself. Ready? Drink it in. Enjoy it. Savor it. Chef's kiss. That was for you. That's for you. Magnificent fucking people. Really. Woo! And you and Mickey Mouse have got a fucking relationship and a half. I was going to take my daughter to Disneyland this weekend, but I feel dirty now. I feel filthy. Filthy! Besides, I mean, Mickey Mouse, doesn't have any genitals, does he? I mean, I'm thinking out loud. I don't think any of them do that I know of. You know who I think, this is just me kind of talking sideways, which is, I do that a fucking lot, don't I? You know who doesn't get really much credit at all for really being, because the whole LGBTQ thing now has been corporatized. They're fucking walking around with Pride Bank of America hats? Are you fucking kidding me? It's ridiculous. I remember when the Pride Parade was brought to you by the Pleasure Chest, the Leather Hammock, and the Entertainment were the surviving members of the Village People in Sylvester. And you motherfuckers don't even know who Sylvester was.
Oh, yeah.
But my dog is trans. I know that. Oh, she lifts her legs up when she pees. Yeah. I want in on this somehow. How do I get in on it? You know, I'm not. You know, I found out when I was a younger man that I was catnipped to gay men. They would give me fucking anything I wanted. You know, it's the closest thing to hot girl privilege that a guy can experience. I did. I used to sell drugs to the gay mafia. They call them the Velvet Mafia or the Pink Mafia. Oh yeah, yeah. They love methamphetamine. He's giving me, is that the 1 minute? Okay. Ryan's giving me the 1 minute. I'm going to time this out. But I'm going to tell you a little story, right? I found out early on that the gay men would give me anything I fucking wanted. And that's an amazing power. I don't know how you gals, because when you're about 15, if you get a big set of boobs, full-grown men are like, huh, what do you want? I'll get you anything. You know? Anything. So I used to deliver methamphetamine to a very rich gay man's house. And he would have sex parties. He would have huge sex parties, right? And he would always call me at like 3 in the morning, and I'd go there. There'd be naked boys all over and porn on big screen TVs all over, you know. And he would call me in the back room, and he was always in a robe with nothing else on. And he would have a bow around his cock. Right? So this one night he calls me back there. He says, he was a French guy. He says, what do you think about my cock? I said, festive. It's very festive. Very festive thing. He said, I give you $500 to see your cock. I said, how dare you? How dare you? I'm a drug dealer. I have ethics. Did you say $500? When we got home, I told my wife, and we both agreed that he overpaid. Patty, you've been marvelous. You can find me at Patty, PADDYFOR, Comedies, COMEDY. You've all been magnificent. Give yourself a round of applause. And welcome Sunda back to the stage. Come on! And give Ryan a little love, too.
You never failed me.
It's a lot of work over here.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And you know who knows it's a lot of work? The girl that comes here every week when I'm not. Let's give it up for the comedy of Charlotte. Let her hear you. Fazula, let's do this. Rated CP.
Give it up for Sunda.
Woo.
You know, it's funny because when I was a kid, I had like a stuffed animal that was like my stuffed animal, and it was a Mickey Mouse, and I'll never look at it the same. It was just a sex toy. And Patty, you know, you have your when you're 15, or like how you're catnip to guys. If you have a gymnastics coach, you don't even need to be 15 and have big boobs. They love you since the beginning. Yeah, they don't discriminate. I had a final today, and I think I need to report it to Title IX because it fucked me without my consent. It was so hard. It kind of made me wish that women never got the right to be educated. I feel bad saying that. I shouldn't say that.
It's that hard, huh?
It's miserable. It's so humbling because it wasn't my Arabic class, so at least like in my other classes I can read the alphabet, but it's so just staring at an alphabet that is so confusing. It's horrible. Horrible. This is really mean, but I'm gonna say it. My ex was so ugly.
Oh.
Even her vibrator went soft.
Ah!
I don't mean that. I don't mean that. She was nice. I feel bad saying that. I don't feel bad about saying this though. My ex was schizophrenic, so I probably wasn't the only girl he was seeing. A lot of people confuse schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder, and I know he had schizophrenia because he had no personality. One time I came over and he was like, my roommate made me dinner. And I was like, Blake, you live alone. Terrifying. Sorry, this is kind of all over the place. I'm trying to do a story, but I don't know how to tell stories. I just kind of do one-liners, so it's just a
One-liners are
shit
great.
show.
They're harder.
Yeah. This is off topic, but I kind of feel like I'm the gateway drug to pedophilia. Like, I'm barely over the legal age. I'm 19. And I don't know. Sometimes, like, when men say they're attracted to me, I'm like, I'm completely flat. I'm smiley. I'm giggly. Like, what are you attracted to?
Right?
I don't know. Because, like, I have the body of an 11-year-old. Like, I know my gymnastics coach loved that, but... Yeah. Alright, so kind of skipping around. I was in this, like, domestic violence situation, and, yeah, fun stuff. Changing the topic.
Segway.
And so, to try to get out of this relationship, I thought the only way to get out of it was to try to kill myself. So, I was in the psych ward, and this was like February 2021. And I might be the only person to say this, but COVID saved my life because my ex couldn't come into the psych ward and find me because there are no visitors allowed. So COVID saved my life, but killed my grandma.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's like...
So dark.
Now you gotta say, well, she left me some money.
She didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, now you can... Oh.
Yeah.
You got a bucket of ash. Old candy.
Just enough money to have your boyfriend killed.
Whoa.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've been told that I'm naive. Like, apparently there are a ton of red flags that I should have realized. Like, for one, like, he was violent and schizophrenic. That's just one of them. His parents hated me. They thought that I was a bad influence on him. And what's the last one? I didn't write this down. I don't know.
Were they like him?
They...
Ryan.
Sex with crazy girls it's a lot of fun, and it's wild, and it's a good time, yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm bipolar, by the way. What was I saying?
Well, you were saying when you...
Yeah, so sex with crazy girls is fun, but sex with crazy guys, it's just scary. Like, I'm gonna do my signature move, and then they rape you. My parents were always like, we're just more of hands-off parenting. Like, that's just neglect. I haven't eaten 4 days. Yeah, one time when I was in the psych ward, I had a few terrible nurses. I mean, most of them were. I'd say most of the nurses were just as crazy as the people in there. It's just the crazies running the crazies. But, so I was in there, and on the first day, like, the head doctor saw me, and he was like, you know, you shouldn't cut yourself. Like, you're too pretty for that. And I was, right, yeah. So I was like, is that implying that ugly girls should cut themselves? Like, I don't know. Strange. Yeah, but after I got out of that situation, because I moved to LA, so we were like across the country, so he couldn't get me. But he did hack my Instagram, and he posted a picture of me in a bikini, and it said, "DM me for private pictures."
Oh no.
And, yeah, my friends had 2 responses. one, Charlotte, oh my god, are you okay? Were you hacked? Are you okay? And the more concerning one, you go, girl. I was shocked that a few people thought I would do that. That I would be posting on my Instagram that I'm selling nudes. I don't know if I come off as that type. And since this has been such an uplifting, positive topic, as a kid I always thought I was a failure. So I tried to kill myself. And I was a failure at that too. Alright, let's end on a happy one for Patty. My ex got her titties pierced. Pierced titties taste like house keys. And there's no place like home, baby. You can find me on Instagram at CharlottePazzillo1.
Yes! Yes, I'll get you a Mickey Mouse doll. God, is that, can you believe that? I can never look at Mickey Mouse again. And we love Disneyland, by the way. We love Disneyland. How much do we love it? Let her tell you. Come on, let's give it up for Aviva Zafra before she goes back. She loves her jacket.
You know, you're kind of dressed like Mickey Mouse today.
Oh, yeah.